to kick off their new season of plays.
General Motors ends their strike, and your favorite metal band takes the stage.
Plus, Abby Colvin has a look at your weather forecast.
The Bipsy News starts now.
Is at Bossier Parish Community College. This is Bipsy News.
Welcome back to the Bipsy News for Friday, October 11th. I'm Melanie Flores.
And I'm James Farrar. Melanie, let's start off with taking a look at what's going on around campus.
Bipsy reporter James Farrar here went to the Bipsy Theater program and has some news on their new musical Urinetown.
Urinetown is set in a world where there's been a drought going on for years, and so it is a crime for people to pee outside of designated locations, and to pee in those designated locations there's a fee. And so it's just about this world where there's that drought and these weird system going on that people eventually decide to rise up against. And so it's a very good musical. I've studied it for years just because I enjoy the music so much.
It's a musical comedy, and so like there's funny parts, there's serious parts, and there's songs throughout all of it. There's good music. It's a really good cast. There's really talented actors here throwing their lives out on stage and everything. It's really good. Honestly, it's going to be good, I feel like.
Just come and enjoy a night of good music. The set's absolutely gorgeous. The costumes are fantastic, and the singing always sounds really good.
Good deal.
Thank you.
Reporting for the Bipsy News, this is James Farrar. Now let's get you.
When we come back, Abby Colvin will have your weather, and a sinkhole in Bossier sends 2 people to the hospital.
Also, California wildfire spread and has local residents worried about their homes. All that and more when we return.
I'm Abby Colvin with Bipsy Weather, and we'll be back after the break.
For years, hackers have used pirated content as a lure to expose consumers to malware. Rogue entertainment boxes used to illegally access pirated movies and TV shows can put you at risk, but you can protect yourself. Criminals use trickery to enter into consumers' homes, explained Tom Galvin, Executive Director of the Digital Citizens Alliance, DCA. The enticement of free movies and television shows on products without a reputable company behind them, he added, creates a fertile ground for malware to spread. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. DCA investigated these devices and found malware on them that stole usernames and passwords, probed user networks, and uploaded user data without consent. Most consumers are unaware of the security risks of plugging one of these devices into a home network. For your cyber safety, keep an eye on the devices that are brought into your home, including by your children. The lure of free pirated content can be tempting, but there is a price.
This is Abby Colvin with your Bipsy Weather. Let's take a look at the current temperatures. In Marshall at 67, in Nacogdoches at 71, in Texarkana at 65, in Ruston at 75, in Minden at 73, and in Natchitoches at 78. Now let's head over to Bipsy. It's raining here with 55 degrees. The humidity is 55%. The dew point is 63 degrees. The wind's coming in at north-northwest at 15 miles per hour, and the sun sets at 6:50 p.m. Now let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. Saturday, there's a high of 68 and a low of 50. Sunday, it's going to rain with a 50% chance. There's a high of 65 and a low of 57. Monday, it's partly cloudy with a 25% chance of rain with a high of 79 and a low of 69. Tuesday, it's going to be a thunderstorm with a 50% chance of rain with a high of 81 and a low of 61. And Wednesday, it's partly cloudy with a 35% chance of rain with a high of 72 and a low of 52. This was Abby Colvin. Let's take it back to the news desk.
The Saddle Ridge Fire sparked near Los Angeles overnight, quickly growing to thousands of acres. It's already destroyed homes and prompted mandatory evacuations for several Los Angeles area neighborhoods. Tens of thousands of people under mandatory evacuation orders after the Saddle Ridge Fire exploded overnight in the San Fernando Valley area of Los Angeles County. Driven by the winds, the wildfire spread in what officials called an uncontrolled fashion, crossing major freeways. Officials are already starting to evacuate homes that have been lost to the fire and say residents should not wait for someone to knock on their door in order to leave.
Part of a road caved near a major intersection in Bossier City. Bossier City police call about a sinkhole at the intersection of East Texas Street and Airline Drive just before 2 p.m. Thursday. The sinkhole is in the eastbound turn lane of the East Texas Street. A car fell into the sinkhole, and 2 occupants in the car were taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development officials were working to repair the sinkhole. When we come back to the update to the General Motors strike.
And a local college event that allows students to build their very own furry friend. We'll have that when we return.
Is an important part of holiday celebrations for many families, and children love to be a part of it. Take steps to keep them safe this holiday season, especially in the kitchen. Prevent fires by making sure your stovetop and oven are clean and free of grease. Keep towels and pot holders away from hot surfaces. Never hold a child while cooking or when removing hot food from the microwave, oven, or stove. In fact, keep children at least 3 feet away from all cooking appliances. To protect from spills and burns, turn the pot handles in, away from reaching hands. Children must be supervised at all times in the kitchen. Never leave the kitchen when something's cooking. A fire or accident can happen in an instant. Once your holiday meal is ready, check that the stove and oven are turned off and that other kitchen appliances are unplugged and out of reach. Make safety a tradition. Best wishes for a happy and safe holiday season from ESFI.
General Motors is now calling on workers to end their strike, a strike that began September 16th, resulting in work stoppage that has halted GM's vehicle production, causing more than $1 billion in losses for the company. That's according to an estimate from Anderson Economic Group. In a letter to employees Friday, GM told the United Auto Workers Union that it's time for the two sides to reach a deal. Negotiations between GM and the United Auto Workers Union stalled over the weekend after the auto company rejected the union's latest contract proposal.
BIPSI's Marjorie Harper has some news on bringing a cuddly friend to work. Let's see what she has to say.
Marjorie Harper. I'm the Director of Student Life at Bossier Parish Community College. So today's event was basically a BIPSI Build-A-Bear. It was National Bring Your Teddy Bear to Work or School Day, and so we wanted to provide our students with an opportunity to make their own new friend by adopting a bear here and giving it a name and actually being able to take it to class, take it home with them. We had cute little BIPSI shirts that went on it, and so it was just a great time to be together, to see the smiles on these students' faces when they got to pick their bear and actually make it. You can probably see behind me some of the students are still stuffing their bears. They got to put a heart in it and just have a really good time. We do these events throughout the year, not always Build-A-Bear, but events where our students can make things, where they actually are putting things together, they're interacting with each other, they're engaging with each other, they're making new friendships with each other, and that helps us to engage the students in the culture here at Bossier Parish Community College. So it's not just what they're getting inside the classroom, it's helping to educate those students outside the classroom and to help them form a connection with the college, because studies have shown that a student who's engaged, who is active in the college life, is actually a successful student. So that's what we hope that all of our students are, is successful here, and Student Life just wants to play that role and be a part of engaging them in Bossier Parish Community College.
Coming up after our last break, celebrities that answer all of your questions.
And BIPSI News gets a new locker room.
You've seen how recent hurricanes have devastated whole communities, flooding and destroying homes. Join Habitat for Humanity as we work with families to repair and rebuild. You can help someone desperately in need of a place to call home. We will rebuild, but only with your help. Visit Habitat.org to support Habitat's work.
Head lice? It's likely your child will be exposed to lice at some point. Don't freak out. A range of pesticide-free treatment and daily prevention solutions is available. If your child gets lice, Vamoose Lice Treatment's easy-to-apply mousse takes care of both lice and eggs. Vamoose kills lice by gut rupture and dehydration. It even kills super lice, which are resistant to pesticides and common OTC treatments. Vamoose kills nits before they hatch, so unlike products requiring a repeat treatment for hatching eggs, Vamoose works in one application.
There's a new celebrity voice option for the Google Assistant. Actress, comedian, writer, producer Issa Rae can now answer all
when people get in their feelings about the show. I think, we have conversations in the writers' room.
Videos Insecure said she spent more than 40 hours in a recording booth saying random sentences, which were synthesized using artificial intelligence. Her voice is available in English in the US and on any device with Google Assistant. That includes Android and iOS phones, smart speakers, and smart displays. Another celebrity, John Legend, debuted on Google Assistant earlier this year and is still available.
Get ready to rock. After 38 years as a band, Metallica apparently has still plenty heavy metal left in them. The band announced it will headline 5 festivals next year. The band will be giving closing performances on both Friday and Sunday night of the festivals, performing unique sets each time. The festivals are in Charlotte, North Carolina, Daytona Beach, Florida, Columbus, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, and Sacramento, California. Metallica fan club members can already buy tickets. The general public tickets go on sale Monday.
Bipsy's baseball and softball teams are getting in the locker room. Let's check it out.
On Friday, October 11th, Bossier Parish Community College broke ground for new locker rooms for our baseball and softball Cavaliers. There were a lot of familiar faces in attendance, and due to the weather, we got to see a ceremonial groundbreaking inside the Coach Billy Montgomery Gymnasium, and Billy Montgomery himself was in attendance for this great step forward for our athletics division. Construction is scheduled to be completed by the start of the spring sports season. The new locker rooms will be located between the baseball and softball fields on the Bipsy campus. Make sure to catch a game this coming spring and check out the new facilities. Now back to the news desk. Abby Colvin has a look at the out-the-door weather coming up.
This is Abby Colvin with Bipsy Weather. Let's take a look at the weekend weather. On Friday, there's a 95% chance of rain ending early with a high of 72 and a low of 45. Saturday, there's a high of 68 and a low of 50. And Sunday, there's a 50% chance of rain with a high of 65 and a low of 57. This was Abby Colvin. Let's take it back to the news desk.
Well, that's all the time we have for you today. Again, I'm James Farrar.
And I'm Melanie Flores from everyone here at Bipsy. Thank you for joining in, and we hope that you have a great rest of the day, and stick around for the Taste of Bipsy.